Ooh. Ha! Wah! I'm not doing that one. Welcome back to Northern Land Plays Monster Train. Bit of an awkward intro. I was trying to set up the bit, okay? So we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep it going on Covenant Rank 5. There's a new patch in case you didn't see the first episode. Introduces a new champion for each faction, as well as multiple new bosses and mechanics, cards, etc., etc. Awoken. New champion. The Wildenton has root seeds. Pardon me. Apply +2 and draw 1 extra next turn. Seems interesting, at least. Let's see what the upgrades are. So originally I was like, oh, the other faction, like the Hellhorn faction's champ was interesting, but they were more than interesting. I was pogging up, dude. Alright, so we had a great run, but we did almost lose it at a time, so... Okay, so advanced prototype, or whenever you draw... Oh, they changed volatile gauge. Whenever you draw any non-champion card, its cost is randomized between 1 and 3. It used to be 0 and 3, right? And then draw +3 each turn. Oh, this is just what comes with the champion in the deck. I understand. So this is why we didn't have Torch last time, and it's why we don't have Restore this time. I get it now. We have one slightly expensive card. I feel like, honestly, I hate to say it, I feel like Advanced Prototype is the play. Let's see what else we got here. Enchant. Grant Quick. So every unit on this floor would have Quick. Otherwise, 540 instead of 2030. Every time you summon a unit... No, on summon, you get 3 sting spells in your hand, and then can'ts give you +1. +1 attack. It's very interesting. I really... Look, I'm just gonna be honest. This seems more fun and engaging. The other one also seems good. I mean, every unit having Quick seems awesome. I was running it through in my head, and I was like, do I have the capability to fathom how to tackle this? And I was like, you know what? Why don't you go with the one that for now seems a little easier to pilot? So we'll summon you up here, and then we'll ice you. We'll ice you. We'll ice you. Hear me out here. Stop me if you've heard this one before, but I think I'll ice you. And you know what? Believe it or not, I think I'm going to ice you as well. So it is a pretty tanky champion, which is pretty sweet. Our train stewards are awesome. Definitely want to make sure we get the money. But until then, we can take damage. Taking damage, not that big of a deal. You do have a damage shield, so there's a temptation for me to just stick you up here for now. And I mean, really all of our train stewards are pretty good. I can put you here, and then maybe just make you a little bit stronger. I do want you to scale, but I think you're kind of a... You're like a different unit. I gotta wrap my head around what's going on here. It's a much different unit. I don't really mind if the train steward dies, or should I say, if it dies, it dies. You're living now, which is... Trust me, I'm happy for you. Let's stack you up on the same floor here, and then maybe try to give you a little bonus as well. And then we might as well take one of you out. There we go. So I think that you are more of a tank type character. So we should be putting a train steward behind you, is the first thing. And there's many more things, I think, as well that we should consider. But for now, that's pretty great, and we'll just keep pogging up here. 2240 is... I mean, it's not like a 70 damage champion like we had on the first floor last time, but I will also, you know, direct your attention to the fact that 2 train stewards with advanced prototype are getting the job done for us, so really, we're living in a fantasy upside-down world right now where the rules don't make sense. I really feel like Wildwood Sap is just the best. Okay, so there's a little change here. Ritual of Battle is new. Not new, but it used to be Rage 8 and it costs 2. Now it's Rage 10 and it costs 3. I don't really see it yet. I don't really see a lot of this yet. In that case, I think we take an Ascend because we understand how to use it to some extent. Whether or not we actually use it remains to be seen, though. We do want to make our Train Stewards even better. So I'm not even sure what we want here. Maybe like an Animus? This is the kind of Animus we'd be looking for. We don't have many Restores, so I think our Hollows get a little bit worse. Now, you don't need Quick, that's for sure. But I'm like, you know what? What about Rage 7 on you? And also, like, plus 10 damage? Like, now you're a force to be reckoned with. You're hip, you're with it. Tucka, 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 tucka. And I'm like, you know what? Why don't you ice these torches? You're not gonna believe me with what I just said? I really did not mean to click reroll. I meant to click purge card again. I ask for your mercy only as I am, you know, working my way, you know, through the game again. Getting the muscle memory back where I want it. But for now, we can pog up at least. I took and respected advanced prototype. Is that not enough? I'm just a man. Okay. Now we can actually set up on the bottom floor. So you're gonna live. That's always good news. And then we're gonna incant like a son of a gun. It is making you a little stronger. Animus is here, though. He's gonna knock you out. We'd love to see that. Animus attacks first, huh? I know I like this. Although now I'm like, dude, maybe we would have rather played it on the Animus at the back, and we still get the +1 as well. Very interesting. Put you at the top there. I'm like, do I want to put another unit at the front? I don't. I actually think it'll screw us up a little bit. You wouldn't. I honestly, you know what, it's not that you don't play it. You just don't play it in a way that moves units around. That's better. That's much smarter. Okay. So everything's going fine here. We do want you to get roasted. So there's one energy that's going to take care of 2 enemies. Very nice stuff. Don't really care to restore 10 health right now, quite frankly. I think the real play is honestly pog up your Animus as much as possible. Of course, oh, you know what? We should play that. Yeah. Of course, we're looking for a like a double strike for that Animus. Because right now they are still a little on the weak side, but it's okay. Get a second one of these going on. Get you pogged up. Honestly, just might as well play. Yeah, might as well play it. You should take that and call me in the morning. And feel like we're in a good spot here. Apparently not as good as I would like. So we love that no matter what. I think we can finesse this, honestly. I would say, like, with 3 energy, one thing I would do is say, you don't give spikes. I would say, you, sir, are killed. That's enough, huh? I was gonna move the healer too. There you go. Oh, the spikes totally screwed us. It still worked out, but yeah, I understand now. The spikes totally screwed us on the on their champion. Glimmer is always interesting. Dude, Steel Enhancer, has this always cost 0? I feel like that's a really nice get, actually, when we have an incant bonus. Now, these I don't love. I don't love them. The Rage is a temptation, but I mean, you know what they say. The sun may rise in the east at least. It settles in a final location. I'm just not that tempted. I already like our units a lot as well. This may come back to bite us. But I'm like, who do we even want? If we wanted anybody. I don't like any of these units. I'll just say it. You're okay. But we really, more than anything else, I think we need damage. So believe it or not, I think this is a skip. And that might come back to haunt me. But it's not a decision I made rashly. You know, we went for it. So this time I want another unit because we just skipped one. Don't talk to me. I hate it. I do definitely not like it. I would say if we could get Steel Enhancer every turn and maybe also double cast it, man oh man, would I be a happy camper. I also think Root Seeds being cheap is fine. Restoring Retreat, though, we'll actually play it if it's cheaper. And then getting a Torch out of your deck is always going to be good. Alright. So I definitely feel more up against it this time than I did last time. Draw X and apply -2 energy to those cards. Where was our X last time? I honestly don't think these are going to be worth it. I know that this is a hot issue. I say no to a lot of these caverns. In fact, I think I've said no to 3 opportunities in a row on this run, but oh no. Friendly units enter with Sap 1. Talos attacks every turn and applies Dazed on strike. It doesn't seem very good for me, I'll tell you that much. So you're doing 20 damage. That sucks. However, check this out. We do want you out there. You're not hitting us anyway, so you might as well get pogged. You know what? I'm like, I don't know. We might as well incant and then kill you anyway. It's a bit weird. Don't get me wrong. I understand. This being a holdover, I'm telling you, we're going to build something beautiful here. Might take us a minute, but we're going to get there. You're quick. Is there any way I can get you to 39 damage? Yes. There we go. We're taking no damage. We are dazed for a turn, but the quick unit is not. That's the important thing. Just keep you going. This one we pretty much just got to send. I guess we should hit you instead, but... Okay, the haste is always dangerous. And in fact, we have no way to hit you through the haste, which is the scariest part. So you need this. I'd really prefer if you didn't take 18 damage, but there's not much we can really do. Well, or is there? Why is only one unit dying? You're not stealthed. We hit. Hit. Don't you? Are you dazed still? Like, what's happening here? Shouldn't at least 2 units die? Oh, because you're going to attack and daze me. Okay, so now I get it. It's a bad turn to not get any, anything, really. So here's what I'm thinking, brother. We're going to set up like a dynamite train steward floor, 1 floor up. And I don't think you need this right now. I think if anything, we'd rather have our train steward at the back get pogged out of oblivion. And then we want to make sure that you don't make it up a floor, because that's going to, well, that you're as weak as possible when you make it up a floor, I guess. Because it's going to be pretty nasty up there. You're not dying, which is the important part. So I would say, like, you gotta go. You gotta go. You're both dying. That's all that matters to me. Let's make sure you're toasted. And honestly, I want you to just grab the HP here. The HP might prove important. So we're on final wave already. We did draw what I wanted. I do need to play this, I think. 278. You're taking 321. I gotta think about this for a second. Oh, you're dead. Never mind. I don't have to think about it at all. Strong play. I'm looking forward to my next champ upgrade because I'm a little spooked. I'm not gonna deny it. I'm a little spooked with what we got going on here. I do like the idea of giving them spikes. Don't get me wrong. I do like the idea of giving them spikes. I also like the idea of giving them quick. So he hits before they hit. It's tough. It's tough with low energy. I would say let's try this weird play and then go for energy. Dude, I don't want these guys. All I'm gonna say, and draw is pretty much sorted for us because of the spells we got, and capacity hasn't been a problem so far. So I'm not just trying to, you know, make enemies here, but Multi-strike is what we needed here. And then I'm going to be honest, to counter spikes, we need something like that. But, we can afford to skip some units because of advanced prototype, but not many. Well, the good news is here, this would give you quick, but I think we'd be much better off taking the super... He's actually called Thornlord? What? That's incredible. I'm overjoyed. So cut this torch. I'm gonna be honest. I think we can afford to cut one more train steward and only keep the two good ones. But it's getting hot for sure. But I think we can do this. I think we're okay, but if we get another chance to take a unit, we should probably take whatever they give us. But I'm really looking for, I mean, still damage, honestly. So we want to make sure you guys die. Just trying to... Okay, we got it. Wasn't even a concern. We might as well do that then. And hey, we might as well do this then. And hey, we might as well put you up here. These train stewards are no joke, by the way. Don't underestimate them. So we want you to get pogged. You gonna die. Might as well just hit you. And then I'm like, you know what? Plus 10 and some spikes. I think it goes a long way, dude. And then here, I'm like... Quite frankly, I think the extra draw is pretty litty, so let's get it going here. But I still, I mean, I'll admit to you, I do feel like just not quite where I was in terms of monster train skill, which makes sense, you know, it's gonna take some time to come back. You're gonna get all your HP back when you move up a floor. So, like, I don't know. Might as well do that. It's okay, the train steward's gonna get you, but, like, things are going pretty well in the interim period. The more of you we could ice, the better off we would feel, but it is what it is. And you're dying, right? Yeah, okay, then I'm not worried about this at all, then. Appreciate the spikes. Taking 2 hits. It's not really an amazing play, but sure, let's send it. If this is our brief respite, we are, like, absolutely fine. I mean, I don't know. That might not be a sensible play. But now you're at 51-87, dude, that's pretty solid. You should be proud of yourself. Would you rather be a 53-84? Dude, honestly, with 4 regen, I think we would. But we're not going to use piercing. That's asking for trouble. Yeah, you're dead, dude. We're putting up, like, a pretty serious start here. I will say, you moving to the front helps out a lot, too. And, I mean, the train stewards are picking up the detritus. Look, it's not going to get any easier. Like, it's going to get harder. But this is a pretty good proof of concept. You conserve energy between turns. Not likely to be that relevant right now, but sure. I don't think we have the combo to get Bramble Lash working, but I do think Ensnare is pretty okay here. I don't really like these, honestly. I know we're skipping a lot. I'm a picky card player, apparently. I didn't think I was, but here we are. So I gotta think carefully about what we want here. My hunch is that spells are worth more for us right now, and I think it's true because all of our units have been upgraded so much, so... Remove Consume and cost +1. Honestly, this is a pretty classic Wombo combo, but it does serve our purpose. And then +10 magic power. Piercing with that extra 10 is really good. What's weird, I don't know if I've ever done that before. Maybe, but like, if I did, it's rare. And then you're like, dude, what do you do? I mean, the deck is pretty solid. Ascend has tended to be not very good for us. I'm a believer right now, by the way, that there's always a way to make things better in the deck. So I think there is a way to make things better. I actually think that, weirdly enough, pulling some root seeds out of here. I don't think the root seeds are all that in a bag of potato chips. But the deck is getting pretty thin. What's your HP? 85? And you have sweep. I still think we can torch you. I really do. The only thing is we want to draw our quick unit on turn 1. And we did. Okay, so this is good eats. Good eats. Yeah. 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 We can't use Restoring Retreat, though. Well, not in the same way, at least. Definitely want you to go. I don't know. It's a little weird, but I'm like... No, we'd rather have you get fixated upon. Yeah, let's torch you. Could have moved you down. I don't know. There's no real reason to play it, but... Okay, so 3 of you are dead. You play the gimme, I think, for sure. We love the incants. We love that. Wildwood Sap is always going to be pretty sick for us. We got to make sure you're in killable range. And you're actually not in killable range yet. I think the best way to get around that is actually to go for the heavy buffs, which I know precludes us from doing some other good stuff, but now you're going to do a lot of damage, so I think actually putting this on here makes sense. And let's just make sure you don't make it up. Not that it matters much, but... So I think we should be... Yeah, we got out in front of you, which is the most important thing. We need you to... If possible, it would be better for you to die before you get your sweep attack out. I love these incants. Like, this is... It's very fun. You're still gonna make it. It's punishing. I'm not gonna deny it. It's punishing and it hurts, but it is what it is. At least it gives us an opportunity to get our train stewards out there, which is gonna soften all these enemies up. I'm no longer concerned at all, basically, because we're just putting all of our effort into this top floor, and you know we're really. I gotta say, this is like the first time I've ever really used this Animus and been stoked. Like, this Animus is always like the lesser Animus to me. I apologize for saying that. It is quite rude, but it's also the honest to goodness truth. I mean, I'm gonna level with you, dude. I think having 3 train stewards on the same floor is gonna do some sick stuff. So you're dying quick, which is all we need. But we're still gonna make it even quicker, because we get a big bonus out of this. We love that. I don't think we need... I'm trying to think, like... The more incants, the merrier, honestly. I guess we will put this out there and do that. Like, I'm looking, I'm like, dude, I don't know how you're going to get past this. 45 by 237 and 5180? Like, I know that sounded like... it was just word salad, but, you know, it made sense to me when I said it. I think we'll just keep this moving up here. Like, we knew that the train stewards were not going to stop him here. We also have spikes on, and we'll probably have more by the time he gets up. I don't know if this is going to work, but yeah, he's immune, but we're still drawing, so that's cool. Might as well... I don't know. Maybe the... Yeah, probably 10 damage is worth more than +1. It might be closer than you think, but I don't think it is. And we don't even want to play this. There's no way he's getting through us. It's inconceivable, and I'm not making a Princess Bride reference. I promise you that. In fact, we're only taking 33 damage, which is weird because he does 25 damage per hit. But anyway, no problem there. If we could remove the consume on Pyre Shards, I think it would be nice. But other than that, I'm like, focused growth in a small deck. I like what it's got going on. Don't really need armor. I think we're cruising. Like, I think we're off to the races. And I'm starting to feel my sea legs underneath me again. We certainly do not care at all about removal. So let's move on to the opposite path. We only have 19 cards already. I will lose 5 Pyre health. Wow, that's lucky. So... for 5 Pyre health, we got a relic. And then for duplication purposes... And I have to be honest, A Wildwood Sap right now doesn't seem like it's doing that much. A Wildwood Sap that whips around, like... If you can play them, if you can play 2 every 3 turns, I don't think you're dying. I don't think the unit will ever die. Which allows our Animus to just do disgusting work. So, I think you just set it up, dude. I set him up, I knock him down. How about that? $37 damage. I honestly think we spend it all just trying to make sure you get closer to death. You're probably going to make it up. I would rather you didn't. So I think the train stewards are super important to get playing here. Almost getting you. You gotta admit, you didn't see that one coming, but we're almost getting you. So there's a lot I like here, but I think we need to consume more than anything else. I do hate that you have the incant trigger, but so do we. You know what? Check it out. It's your lucky day. So I think we stopped our upstream problem, which is good stuff. You only get something on a slay trigger. We'll probably... we might kill you. You guys are all dead. Losing the train steward is suboptimal. I'd rather that didn't happen, but work with me here for a second, because this floor is of the utmost importance. You're dead. You still do get to hit once. I don't like that. You're living now, which is much more important to me. You making it... don't really care, but why not try to stop it? And we can at least maybe slow you down. Alright. We got everything that we wanted to get sorted here. I guess we didn't need to use 2 spells there when one would have done the trick. But just work with me, okay? We're figuring it out. Rome wasn't built in a day or something. I don't know how that applies, but just don't think about it too hard. Here's some feedback if you press F8. The game's too easy. Even NL can beat it. Anyway, we have fun here. Do we want to sting you? I think we want to sting you. You're getting hit for 11. It's a tough thing to get around. I could give you some spikes, but... I mean, I gotta be honest, actually. I'm looking at it and I'm like, I think that's the play. I think keeping you alive means a lot to me, so we might as well do it. And it's only gonna, you know, it's gonna pay dividends later. Right now, the dividends are not being paid so highly. You have 48 HP. Okay, hold on. You should still go. And honestly, you should take this 25 HP and call me in the morning. And you should spend 1 more floor at the bottom here. It's probably final wave, right? Ah, not even close. Okay, my mistake. So you're doing great now. You might as well take this. You take that. Now you need some HP. So if we get the opportunity to do that, we're gonna do that. We did get the opportunity to do that. Always sting. I think we still like having some spikes. And extra HP doesn't hurt, for sure. We're only getting you for 1100. I think it's gonna change pretty quick. You don't sweep. That's enough right there. Dude, it changes so much. Like, to see the difference that the Wildwood Sap makes when you actually play it, it's madness. Now, if we could just get a double stack on it. There's a temptation, yet again, because if we could get multi-strike on the Animus, it would be awesome. But, dude, it's the fragility if we encounter a sweep unit we can't kill is just too dangerous. So I hate to say it, but you guys are both... out of here. Energy hasn't really been a problem, but neither has draw, and neither has capacity. This is a weird run where I actually feel like double energy might be the play. Just bear with me. It's Covenant 5. We took draw last time, so I definitely think there's like a chance here that this is the right play. Sting spells are better. Dude, we got to take energy on the first turn and then conserve it. We only have 3 sting spells. I mean, we don't hate them, but we don't want to remove consume on torch. We do want to make things cheaper. So, like, a cheaper cycle of life is pretty good. We don't really want to consume these spells. So this is a reroll. Permafrost is not that relevant. I don't think it's worth the money. But I definitely think, you know, making focused growth a little cheaper is worth the money as well. And then maybe making it... No, I think I'd rather have a 25 damage Hornbreak. So I'm like, what do we remove? I'm like, do we remove the Vine Grasps? I think maybe, to be honest with you, we remove the other root seeds that are not bad and are giving us draw, but... So you can give everything quick, or, oh my god, 100 HP plus the triple incants. You might take issue with this, but here's the thing. I've been playing so much... I think this is fine. We've been playing so much... Covenant rank 20 or 25. I honestly forget how high. It's 25 now, right? That you remove cards constantly because the cards are trash. And now I'm like, I don't know what to do with myself because the cards that we're getting here are not trash. They're like, you know, they're not giving us garbage anymore. We're starting with a pretty, you know, standard deck, and it's honestly quite nice. Should have kept you at the bottom. I'll give you that one. Decent damage nonetheless. You know Train Stewards are coming up. We got 14 energy, which is also pretty good. So let's get a double Train Steward floor. Doesn't quite finish the job, but something tells me that's not going to be a big deal. We do have Piercing, 25 damage. Might as well. And we got, like, some serious plays. Especially considering we keep our energy turn to turn. I don't want you to get away. So I guess we'll do that. And we'll just do that. I don't mind him getting away. Literally, like, any card in our deck will kill him as long as it's a unit. Because I forgot he has Spell Shield. But if you ignored that, he was toasted. So I'll tell you, and you're gonna laugh. You're gonna laugh. I now actually am maybe a little, just a little bit more focused on the idea that draw could have been the ticket. But as long as we get to play our stings, and as long as we get to play focused growth that gives us +2 draw, we're getting through the deck pretty quickly regardless, but... I mean, the fact that we're drawing stings like turn over turn is really good stuff. Might as well make sure you don't do any damage. Yeah, honestly, you're 49. No, you need it. It makes you that much better, right? So you might as well. I thought about giving it to the Train Steward, but you know, having so much regen on this guy, I mean, he's extremely strong. So take that. Honestly, go ahead and take that. Go ahead and take that. Go ahead and take... they won't let me use it. Cowards. I was just gonna say, like, you're dead. There's nothing you can do to stop me. If we don't fight to the death, they will kill us both. So I've learned 2 things. I still think this champ is pretty hard to pilot. That's one. The other is, I think Covenant rank 2-5 is a little easy. That's very helpful. Yeah, I'd really love to have a torch back in my hand. Not! Nailed it. Sip of the potion. Okay. We have no need to remove, we have no need for units. We have no need for pyre health, admittedly, but spells can still get better. Permafrost we have no interest in, but sure, making things a little cheaper is always going to be good. And I mean, we do play Vine Grasp a lot, so then remove card. Hold over again. I mean, I'm going to put it on Focused Growth, because it's going to give us +2 draw on top of an incant trigger. So I think it's got a lot to like. And really everything else we should just, you know, Buy as much as you can. Spikes deal +1 damage per stack. That's pretty good. Everything else, even jack strips, I think it's a little late to be super useful. Extra spikes. Don't really need this, honestly. So I guess it will apply days, though I doubt it'll be useful. I don't... Oh, sorry, I forgot about this, dude. And I am like, you know what? What about 2 focused growths per turn? We could just choose not to play one. By the way, what Seraph are you? Sap 3? Not that bad. Not that bad. I think we are in the clear. I think we are in like Flynn. So it looks something like this. And this. And then, thank the Lord you are not Ember Drain. You need one of those. One of those. And I'll tell you what, you don't even have to call me in the morning. Little slow to begin with here. But we're going to get there. We do have 13 energy and just a staggering amount of draw. But we got to figure out the way we want to get this going. We got some problems upstream. So like we have 13 energy. That's really good. We might as well send you to the front so we get a kill. Then I'm like, I could get you. I could get you. Then put another train steward up front. You're not dying, but you gotta be close. You're taking 70 out of 78. I can live with that. I think we want to... No, I think we want to hit you to make sure you die. Because honestly, you're gonna be completely fine. We have so many regen cards and so much energy. Like... You have nothing to worry about on the HP front. So we just want to make sure that these guys keep dying. So anytime you can kill a unit, you're going to take them up on it. You do get 15 armor on death, which is unfortunate, but we'll root you for now, which is going to make things easier. Might as well kill you. You get buffed. The sap is crushing our ability to kill here. I think everybody can see that. Descend you. +10 damage. The spikes are going to save us a lot of grief. And we might as well get our final train steward out there. So our setup took us longer than expected, but I think we're going to end up totally fine regardless. The sap is still causing us like real problems, but this means we get 2 kills. And of course you just start busting these out there. We love this. Again, like I really, honestly, in my heart of hearts, I just don't see a world where we don't absolutely crush here. With our... at least if we make it to the boss fight. The waves could hurt us. If we make it to the boss fight, nothing is getting past us. We generate regen too quickly. As long as we always play the Wildwood sap. And the stronger we can make him, you know, the better it gets. This counteracts our sap a little bit. I'm like, if you guys could get a little help, that would be nice too. I don't know if I can make that happen for you. Trying to figure out how I can help you out here. So I'm not doing a great job right now. I mean, the sap is hurting us pretty badly. I think you need more spikes. I think we need to weaken enemies more before they get here. I don't love it. I'm pretty sure our Pyre's about to take a hit. That's not going to be a good one. Stop sapping me! You do get dazed. What's the dazed? Just dazed 1? Well, can at least make sure only one of you makes it up. And then just keep this moving. You're dying. You're totally fine, actually. Never mind. And I'm like, you know what? No, that doesn't make any sense. We'd rather put it there. Keep you here. Make sure you're dead so you don't do any damage. Yeah. This is a boss-focused run. The enemies are starting to run me a little bit. I don't think anybody could doubt that. But the bosses are still going strong. So I think, you know, you're doing great. Is there a reason for us to possibly play our spells down here? Yeah, we get, like, hecka incant triggers. However, is that the #1 best way for us to do things? I would say possibly not. But if we get 2 incants, hold on, and then one of these, you're doing okay? What are you at? I can't, there's text in the way. Why don't you take the basic heal and then get that going? We're struggling to get them all killed before the top, but I'm telling you, I was just going to say, the boss will not beat us. The only way we lose is, like, in advance. I guess we should have played that down there. In advance of the boss, we could have been killed. With the boss, we can't die. It's not possible. So, I mean, let's be honest, it's only Covenant rank 5. However, we did do this basically with just Train Stewards and our champion. So that's a new one for me. Probably made a staggering amount of mistakes on the way. But that was a fun run, nonetheless. For now, thanks for watching. We'll check out, who's third? The Umbra. We'll check out the new Umbra champion next. If you enjoyed the episode, please do click the like button. It helps me out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. Really appreciate your support now that Monster Train's back. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. See ya!